So yeah, this is like all the stuff that Phoenix was doing whenever he was away.
This was his...
This was a secret mission.
Hey, well, what do we have here?
Remember me?
Well, of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote.
Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Michel was poisoned and his daughter's...
Oh yes, I know. How I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd tracked down case just a little quicker, end quote.
Were you on the trail of this case the whole time?
Zach Gramery was a good friend of mine.
Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club.
What a character, what a man. Absolute douchebag. He's a little, extremely rough around the edges.
Do you think I could ask you a few questions?
Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee. Let me cup my boobs. Journalists ask questions, not other way around. End quote. Mm-hmm.
I hate this man.
It looks like he works
Fine.
for Breitbart.
He does work for Breitbart.
Oh god. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately.
It
My
looks like
nudes leaked the other day.
Please stop
looks like
smiling.
It looks like he runs the incel corner on Milo's website.
Please stop. I'm never gonna progress. Oh no, I can see the mouth underneath the box. Fuck. It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter.
Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
You know what really did them in, though, don't you?
Yes, a forged diary page.
Then I interviewed him.
Why are you saying that in air quotes?
I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known.
Because he didn't really interview him. He started it and then he killed over as soon as he drank the coffee.
Yeah, I guess so. What's that?
You know, he always felt like he was being watched.
Yeah, Phoenix mentioned that too. That was in the
I
old
wonder.
studio, though. But... I mean... And I thought that would have something to do with Vera. But if Drew was used to being around Vera, he wouldn't feel like he was being watched, right?
Yeah.
What, do you think that Vera was watching him?
Well, no, because like when Phoenix pointed it out, Vera like popped up soon after. So I was like, oh, like Vera was just there and she was like quietly standing there, and Phoenix hadn't noticed her. But no, this is new information that we're getting about Drew too. That's weird. This is weird.
Every day for 7 years. Wolves have ears, potatoes have eyes. End quote.
Wait. I hate that. Being watched. You mean he felt guilty?
No, I'm not talking about feelings here.
He's talking about facts.
I'm talking about facts. Sniff, you know, I felt watched too, Sniff. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, turns into a Super Saiyan, end quote.
Because you felt guilty?
Why would I feel guilty?
You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Oh, Phoenix has forgotten at this point, huh? Because Phoenix definitely felt it too. I guess it's been 7 years, so...
It's been 7 years by this time, so...
Drew Misham felt like he was being watched, and you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves?
Nerves? Nah, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago.
I'm literally just looking at the text box and nothing else.
But I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched. End quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after 7 years?
No. Phrasing, sir.
He got rubbed right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then for 7 years he talks to no one, not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made.
And then he dies.
Starting to put the pieces together, are we? I'm
And
gonna cover my boobs.
you were being watched this whole time?
Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too.
Me?
I met Zach through that case, actually.
You mean the shooting of Magnifique Grammary?
No, before that. It's not widely known.
You mean the accident during the quick draw shooting practice? Oh, he is integral to this, isn't he?
My, you're well informed about the incident. Should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me.
I can feel him draining my life force.
And your life will be taken by me as well.
Shut up.
Come over here. I'm gonna reach through the screen.
No.
I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled fresher meat than they do now.
Violent Grammary did mention one particularly nosy reporter.
I have a big nose. In
You
fact,
do.
I was on close speaking terms with Magnifique Grammary at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it?
Really?
Then Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnifique wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me.
Your what?
Sniff. My evil habit. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see?
Zach Grammary.
Something strange was in the air over at the Truth Grammary those days. The whole screwy mentor controlling disciple scene started by then, I guess. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you could tell me off the record.
Sorry, I don't know.
Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times, or 10 times, or 20 times. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. And then he kicked me in the dick.
I wish he punched you more.
He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh?
Waiting?
For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifique miracle. Of course, it was all a dream.
Because of this. The performance rights.
In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valent?
So Valent waited until Zach died. Legally, at least.
The time finally comes, and Valent's like a kid on Christmas morning.
He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. Whoa.
Super Mario.
Super
with
Mario
that
Coliseum.
Super Mario Sunshine Coliseum.
Yeah.
If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Violent Grammary. Lost out to his partner at work, and in love too.
Love?
It's the same old story, really. Two
Oh.
disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointing?
Fuck.
A love triangle.
He really is just the worst, isn't he?
Yeah. It's more like a love V, really. Not a love triangle.
Well, it's more like a love line with like a dot on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love triangle implies that Valent had any chance whatsoever. Like, Zach Grammary is an absolute douchebag, but he's also like a Chad.
He is a Chad. The virgin
He's
Chad Zach versus the virgin Valent.
The
virgin, the Chad Virgin Zack and the Virgin Chad Valent.
Like, yeah, like he's tall enough that he was mistaken for being 7 feet tall. He's buff as hell, and he wears a pink suit and doesn't question his masculinity.
It's
Like,
red.
It's pink. It's reddish.
It's salmon.
It's reddish.
It's salmon. Oh, we can't even see
It's
it because we're in the
salmon.
future. That is pretty classic.
When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing, just like school days.
And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Yeah. Somehow. How am I not done with you yet?
I think you have to present the picture of her.
Oh, yeah, I can't present the profile.
The locket.
Oh, the locket! This is nothing.
I hear you.
No, shut up! Stop talking! God, you talk so much for a fail state.
Sniff.
Oh, this is not. Oh, this is something. Mr. Rushell, do you know this person?
Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zach, after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. Actually, like a 500 times. But still, I'd never forget his wife.
Thalassa Gramarye. Magnifique Gramarye's only daughter. How is nobody... So this is after... This is definitely after... Serenade.
Yeah, this is like the
I
very
guess-
beginning of Case 4.
I guess
before
Phoenix
Apollo
wouldn't have.
knows.
I guess Phoenix wouldn't have seen her though, because he wasn't present for Serenade.
Yeah,
Or
and
he was
like,
barely. He
this
was barely around.
This is after Drew had already died, so this is like the morning before he tells Apollo when he shows up and gives Trucy the envelope that Spark just gave him.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so even if Phoenix looked at the picture in the locket, he wouldn't know that it's Lamiwar. Because he doesn't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, he's not into music, you know.
No. He hates music, actually. Do you think you could tell me more about her?
Well, why the heck not?
Like, you think Sparshbruckle would know?
Sparshbruckle.
That's a more fitting name for him, I think.
That's his name now, Sparshbruckle.
That's a much more unfortunate name for him.
Oh god, I have to remember to call him that when I next voice Apollo. Yeah, I think in this case you can kind of see the complaint about this game that it's not really Apollo's game, despite having his name in the title.
Yeah, it's very much like this is all about Phoenix.
Yeah, he's a secondary character in his own game.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? What am I doing? Oh.
You have to talk to him now.
Oh!
So, the last I married Zach and I had Truzy. It was her second marriage, actually.
You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before.
Epic divorce woman.
Not quite. The late husband was a performer, too. He died in an accident on stage.
Huh.
Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year.
Huh. I didn't know.
Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know.
Move.
Oh my god, she
I
is
look at it
pretty.
That's like a
I
really
look at it
intimate
from
photo
time to
too.
time.
Yeah, that's a weird thing for you to just have in your pocket.
Like that's the kind of photo that
look
like
at-
you give your husband. No, that's
Yeah.
something you give Sparshbruckle random reporter.
I look at it from time to time and think nasty things.
No!
Oh, maybe you think about Sparshbruckle beating his massive hog, please.
No, please. Oh, I hate everything. I hate my life.
I made myself laugh too much. I'm losing breath.
Oh no.
Give me a second. All right, I'm good now. I'm cool.
Okay.
I've known Trucy since she was a little thing too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family after all, and you're a better character than any of us.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just reminiscing, you know. Tomasa has another child besides Trucy. And
Holy shit! I knew it! I goddamn knew it!
Already smacking the desk there.
I fucking knew it!
What did you know?
Apollo
What did you know?
is Trucy's brother.
What makes you say that?
I suspected this from the first fucking case. I messaged Mina about it.
It's true, you did. Let me go screenshot that real quick.
I saw this. I actually saw this coming.
It was, as soon as Trucy took off her hat and it had a little hair horns.
She had the little spiky hair, and I was like, oh, that looks like Apollo's spiky hair. Oh shit, they're siblings. I mean, I was suspecting it from the moment that like it was mentioned they have the same power, and that was like the first time that Apollo used this power, right?
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
Here, I'm gonna post the screenshot dated July 27th in the chat.
I have fully lost my shit.
There we go. Evidence.png.
Wow.
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna save this and literally put it on stream. Sorry, I was thinking about the fact that I just screamed very loud. I have the
Lucas brain.
I have the biggest brain. Val, I saw it already.
Yeah. Wait, so now that you know this information for sure, there's like an semi-popular like AU for this game in which like Apollo and Trucy switched places. So Trucy is the defense attorney and Apollo is a magician, and it's very cute.
Look at it. Look at it. I'm so fucking smart. Hugest brain ever. What do you mean shippers? Nobody should ship Trucy and Apollo anyway. She's 15. Apollo's an adult.
I mean, shippers are just creepy in general.
I mean, yeah, people ship Maya and Phoenix, which is also really fucking creepy.
It's a really popular one too. Like, I don't understand how that many people are into that. Like,
so many people are into grooming, apparently.
She was 17 when they met, and multiple times I have screenshot proof of this. Multiple times Maya says that she considers Nick to be like a sibling to her.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing with the Edgeworth series, but it's even worse because the Edgeworth series starts when Miles is 26 and his assistant character is 17, and people still ship them, and that's so weird.
That's
like, how do you not understand how weird
gross.
it is?
Yeah,
it's
so weird and dumb, and it just shows like the desperation of people to make us rich. Miles and Phoenix are just hopelessly gay for each other.
You don't even have the excuse of it takes place in Japan, so age is different because it takes place in America.
Exactly. And it's like it's you know what it is? It's compet so strong that you'd rather it be taboo than be gay, which is really gross.
Yeah.
Like do you remember Amino back when Amino was a thing?
What? Oh, Amino. I think
Yeah.
it's still a thing.
Amino?
I don't know. I just remember checking it like when it first became a thing, and I went to the Ace Attorney subreddit or whatever it was called, and like there were people arguing about Ace Attorney ships, and way too many people are going to bat for Kay and Edgeworth, and it's like that's so weird. You're so weird. Get out of my sight.
People are fucking gross.
And I never checked the app ever again.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think because I had to cover it for a website I was writing for because it was like the hot new social media, and I did that, and then I just deleted that after I was done writing the article. I was like, nope, never talking about this again.
I fucking knew it. I'm so huge brain. I have the biggest brain. Oh, I feel so good about myself.
You're very, very proud right now.
I'm very, very proud.
I'm very proud of you, Luka. You did it. You have the highest neuron cell count.
Yeah. What? But But Trucy said she was an only child.
Yes, this one she had with her previous husband.
Her previous husband? Her first husband who died on stage?
It's pretty impressive. They were only married for a year, so that means like as soon as they got together, they got to work.
They got busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. What if it was more of like a shotgun marriage? Like they had the child and then they got married.
I think you mean stage pistol marriage.
What? Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. So wait, does that mean that Apollo's like an orphan, basically?
Yeah, he's a turbo orphan.
Yeah, he's an orphan.
Well, his mom is still alive, right?
Technically.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
He doesn't know, and she doesn't know.
Yeah,
She
she's
doesn't
got
know.
amnesia.
Ugh.
Yep, they had themselves a kid.
They boned down.
Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Maybe near you.
Thalassa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo?
Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know?
I won't
I'm
need
done
this
with that
locket
photo
anymore.
anyway.
It is canon that Apollo grew up in foster care, yeah.
Oh.
The next game mentions that he... I mean, one of the next two games covers his backstory extensively, but one of them mentions that, yeah, like, around middle school, he entered the foster care system.
I'm really interested in seeing Apollo's backstory.
It changes like 3 times.
Fuck!
They couldn't
Yeah.
decide on what they wanted for it.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
it's like-
It's like none of them conflict each other, but he just gets like this pile up of different things that happened to him when he was younger, and it's a little bit silly, but the last game, Spirit of Justice, just nails it super hard. Like, it's very satisfying.
I mean, I guess it tracks with how anime Apollo becomes in the later
Yeah.
games. I've seen an Apollo design that is wild.
Yeah, it's kind of a meme about Apollo's backstory that he gets something new added to it, like in every game. So now I saw a picture that was like in Ace Attorney 7, Apollo realizes he's the son of God and decides to kill Satan or something like that.
That'd be rad.
yeah, like, so 5 just kind of gestures at his backstory, but 6 like fully commits to it, and they actually make it really satisfying. Like, I think, in my opinion at least, I think they nailed the landing with it.
Okay. I'm excited to get to that one. Obviously I'm excited to get to that one.
For daughter purposes.
For daughter purposes. Yeah.
Just temper your expectations on that front.
Yeah. Okay. Better return to Trucy before I forget.
Well, and events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger, like spaghetti.
Bigger,
Don't you think?
Bigger? I was too busy wondering about How many times has this happened now? I was still wondering about Biggerer to listen to what you were saying.
Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Just like spaghetti.
Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to sell what I find to those who come next.
Next, you say?
I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore.
Magnifique. I was just wondering when Magnifique will think of all this.
What do you mean?
Haven't you seen it at Trucy? She's got his power.
You mean how I can't lie to Trucy?
It was the same with Magnifique. And with his daughter, Thalassa.
Oh my god, Thalassa's blind now.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have the power anymore.
Someone took her Sharingan.
Someone took her Sharingan!
God damn it, Itachi, why did you have to take Thalassa's Sharingan?
It's a strange thing. You think it's some Grammary gene?
I can't wait for Apollo and Trucy to pull their Grammary triggers.
They transform.
Transform into ornate, like, harlequins.
Oh, that'd be dope.
He told me once, back when Zack married Talassa. He said Zack has good eyes. But not good like a Grammar-E's eyes. Not that good.
I wonder if Zack ever played a game with his wife. Played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grammar-E secret is?
Maybe nobody, now that Zack's gone.
Zack Grammar-E. And then Sparshbruckle died.
And then he died. And is
What
never
the-
seen again.
The sepia tone makes it look like he shaved.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
He looked. Oh, I hate him so much.
Yeah, don't worry. This is the last time you ever have to see him and his huge dong.
Oh my god, thank you. The big plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammar-E fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grammar-E's power. A power which passed from Magnifique Grammar-E to Thalassa, to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet...
Hello, Chad.
the one who bridged it all together. What do you mean I'd have to meet him? Oh.
Yeah. You forgot about
Time
this
travel,
part.
right.
Check mark.
Okay.
Bye,
Check mark.
Sparshbruckle. Goodbye forever.
Goodbye, Sparshbruckle forever. Let's go talk to Shady Smith, shall we? Hey man, what's up?
Hello, Chad.
Look at this shit.
Oh no, I dislike shapes.
I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right. Oh, I've done this already, so I'm just gonna skip through this. I know why you don't want to talk about her. Oh wait, do I? Because she died.
I think it's the stage pistol, maybe, to refer to the accident? Question mark?
I'll try it. Ah, yeah.
Got it.
Genius. The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. Genius feline sustenance. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind that fame. One that not many know. The incident.
The incident.
Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Grammar-E's bullets.
It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa?
I'm sure Valiant would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention.
Damn you. I hate you even more now.
I hate this man.
Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that it felt like an embrace. She is dead. A magnific Grammar-E has joined her.
She's not, though. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack?
I do not know.
I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power.
How would I know?
My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. Whoa!
Apollo Justice profile.
It is! It is Apollo Justice!
It's him, the boy.
It's him.
It is Apollo Justice.
The baby.
The baby boy. The baby man.
This boy.
My boy.
My boy. His name is... I forget. Something weird. What the fuck, dude?
God damn it.
Oh,
This is before he
this
took him
was
under
before.
his
Yeah,
wing.
this was before. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who could he be?
How does Phoenix know this?
He's been
Wait,
doing his research for 7 long years.
yeah, no shit, huh? So he uncovered who Thalassa's other child is, then.
Yeah, through
Yeah.
a grueling exercise.
An attorney.
So, because obviously Zack ends up dead. Phoenix is the only person on Earth who knows this now.
Huh.
Attorney?
But so is Apollo wrong that the power comes from his bracelet?
Keep watching or keep playing.
Remember Apollo? His name is on the box. I noticed
Yeah,
him when I
you
went
have
to
to look
visit
at
a
the
friend's
box.
law offices.
Just look at the back of the box for the codec frequency. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney?
Hey, wait. That's a different game.
Yeah, you're playing that one. When you
In
get
the
back to Ace
future.
Attorney.
No, we're not. No, we're doing Dual Destinies next.
Oh, I guess I got confused. I thought you would do that because you said.
we were talking about it, but I think we need to hurry along to the last one so I can see my daughter.
Your daughter.
My daughter.
Yeah, it's just that I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, because
to
like
avoid
spoilers
of
are
the Greatest
more.
Attorney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, I already have the next two, and I don't currently have the Great Ace Attorney, so it just makes sense to do.
Yeah, give us more time to save up some more money.
Yeah,
I'll do my-
yeah,
I'll do
we
my
needed
best.
some more money for that, for
Oh.
the Great Ace Attorney hunt. Huh?
it might go on sale in the time between now and when we finish Spirit of Justice, which would
I'll
be
be your
nice.
spoiler guardian until then.
I'm so fucking mad. So I've been watching a lot of Yogscast stuff lately, and they do like highlight videos of streams, and one of them has been playing the Great Ace Attorney, and they're just putting clips of these streams in the middle of these highlight videos without any spoiler warnings or anything, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Have you been spoiled,
don't
or
have-
did
they
you
don't
know
have,
No,
it?
like,
I've been skipping through them
timestamps?
completely the moment I see anything vaguely Ace Attorney like.
Good. Yeah, that's so inconsiderate.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Like for a story-based game.
Yeah, I tweeted it and I was like, I'm not pleased.
I don't think I like this text
I don't
box.
like this line.
You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like.
Hold on, I gotta screen cap this one. That's a screen cap one.
But you could at least say something like, "I'm this boy." I could use that.
I'm this boy. I'm Apollo Justice.
I'm the boy.
Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring.
A ring? Like a
Perhaps-
movie?
Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Is it the photo?
I think
Gone.
so.
The bracelet!
Look. The bracelet! Yeah. She has two.
She has two. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second.
How did you know this? How did you know I'm a cock?
Her first husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes?
He was a performer. They met when he joined us Grammarys as a guest in our show.
Why do I feel like one of them murdered him?
After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then?
She didn't tell you? I have a photograph of her here.
I mean, why would she tell him she wasn't married to him?
Yeah, but they're like, they work together. I feel like if I took a break from work for a bit and came back with it, like, came back 9 months later, I'd be like, oh yeah, I had a baby, by the way. I couldn't help but notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out.
They are a Gramarye family heirloom.
This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture.
What? So that's why.
Why what, Mr. Zach?
I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet.
I bet I know where that other one went.
She gave it to this boy, her son.
Oh, that broke the other two.
Yeah. Decisive evidence.
They did the gun show with him as an excuse to murder him.
He was too good looking for this world. This strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it has passed down the Gramarye line. It runs in their veins.
What is it?
I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others.
Tension?
If she were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her.
So she could see it?
Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects.
Oh. Objects. Wait, were they something she wore?
Yes, her bracelets.
I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. Cardinal Sinful, is it like how the official translation doesn't have literal slurs in it that weren't there before? I imagine that would feel weird.
Yeah, I think the official translation
better
is
now.
much better in general. It's a lot more flowery, but that's more period accurate. Like, they use a lot of really period accurate writing styles. Like, when characters stutter, they use commas instead of em dashes or ellipses, and they drop like the dot in titles like Mr. or Doctor or whatever. Like, they did so much research to make it feel like an authentic like story from the Victorian era.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's that same like argument of being period accurate that the Scarlet Study people were using to put more slurs into the script.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Scarlet, they literally just put more slurs in it and called it a day.
I'm not gonna say that the official translation is perfect, because it definitely isn't. It has some problems. In case 3, they use a word that I don't think they fully understand the historical connotations of, and it comes across very offensive. But
Phase 3 of which of the two
the
games?
first Great the Greatest Attorney.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
I'll point it out when we get there in our playthrough, but it's not great.
Fuck
It's
Scarlet
like-
Study, though. All my homies
Yeah,
hate Scarlet
like-
Study.
At the very least, this doesn't seem like it was like intentionally meant to be, offensive. It's just they didn't understand the historical context of that word, which does speak to like they probably should have had a more diverse localization room, I guess. But
Still find it funny that like one of the lead Scarlet Study peoples was complaining about how the reviewers were warning of the fact that there's some racism in the game, which leads me to believe that they had no intent of actually warning anybody that they put more racism in their fan translation.
yeah, like
They
one
did
thing.
not have any intent to do that.
This is a weird thing to say, and I hope that no one takes this, their own way or out of context. But I am legit impressed at how the official translation manages to get the vitriol of bigotry across without actually being explicitly like bigoted, if you know what I mean.
That
Like-
makes sense.
Yeah, like they're able to communicate, wow, these are shitty people who are extremely prejudiced, without actually resorting to slurs and things that will actually make people stop playing the game entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that makes
There are
sense.
so many other ways
Yeah.
to convey that, and just like resorting to slurs is just because it feels like the people who just do that just like using slurs and want
Well,
an excuse to
yeah.
do
It's
it.
also like so heavy-handed. It's like how Araki always has the villain of every arc kill a dog.
Kill a dog.
Like, oh, I get it. This guy is the bad guy.
It reminds me of when old anime fan subs used to translate Tame as like, you motherfucker.
I remember
it's like
that.
you're taking the most extreme possible translation to try to make it edgier than it actually is, and that's what the Scarlet Study translation felt like. Was
And
was-
some manga fan scale nations are still
Oh
doing
my
that
god.
to this day.
They still use the R word a lot.
yeah. Like, I mean, manga translation, like, scanlation groups in general are just infamously stubborn about, like, updating themselves. Like,
Yeah.
one of the most popular Berserk fan subgroups, or fan translation groups, rather.
Do they still do
still-
Gatsu?
They still do GATS. No, not
Oh,
Gatsu,
no, they still
but
do Gats?
GATS,
Cat
GATTS.
with an A?
Even
Yes.
though, Mira Sensei, God rest his soul, years ago, gave official
It's
romanizations
guts.
for every single character and said, yes, it's guts. It's not Gatsu, it's not Gats, it's guts. They put their foot down and said,
like
no, we know
fucking-
better than the creator. We've been doing it this way this long.
It's like fucking Aotan for Attack on Titan.
Mm,
Or, yeah, like,
yeah.
speaking of Attack on Titan, it also did bother me that, like, people were so attached to calling it Shingeki no Kyojin, even after the official branding across all regions, including Japan, became Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Dweebs are
Hmm.
weird.
Like, not that I
Those are
care
weird.
about the honor of that, fashy, bigoted series, but
Fuck Attack on Titan, by the way.
it made it very
Yeah.
difficult to search for artists, King of Fighters characters on Tumblr because they monopolized the SNK tag.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah, they did.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
I mean, like, that kind of dates me, showing that I was still using Tumblr when Attack on Titan was
No,
airing.
so was
but-
I, though.
Yeah, and so was I.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's
Read
continue.
Dungeon Meshi instead. That's a good series.
Dungeon Meshi's good. Read Dungeon Meshi. Also, read
I
Gal
have made
Gohan.
it.
By the way, read Gal Gohan. Gal Gohan is great. My favorite manga
Is it?
ever. Yes.
Is it? I thought it had some like weird stuff with like.
It's a little
The
bit
religion
weird,
different
but
portrays.
it's mostly pure. It's mostly
Okay.
wholesome.
Okay. Yeah, no, I read that series. I just didn't keep up with it after the great manga drought.
Yeah, I finished it. Like it's a little bit weird.
Is that one known by any other names?
No.
No,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's just Gal
It's just
Gohan.
it's basically it's the story of this Gyaru girl who like is basically shunted off to cooking club because she can't do anything else because she's dumb, bad at other clubs, and the
Oh.
teacher like actually treats her like a person and like helps her like actually cook stuff, so she falls in love with him.
Yeah, and develop her character and stuff.
Yeah. So she falls in love with him, and the teacher is like,
Quickly glossing over it.
the teacher is like, no, absolutely not, and also he's a clueless idiot.
Well, it's good
Yeah.
they have that boundary at least.
Yeah, they have set that boundary. They very clearly set that boundary. And then she graduates, and then she goes off to like culinary school. This is spoilers for Gal Gohan, I guess. But
I
like
mean, this stream is spoilers for
Yeah.
Apollo Justice.
yeah, so like she goes off to culinary school, but like she still loves him. So then by the end of the manga, like at the very end of the manga, they get together, which is kind of weird, but it's the premise of the manga, so like, okay. No, Attack
Yeah,
on
it's a
Titan is
little-
super pro-fascist, Cardinal Sinful. It's explicitly pro-fascist.
Yeah, unfortunately, the ending makes it unambiguous that the author was pushing a pro-fascist agenda the entire time.
Yeah.
It's
bad.
It's
sucks.
very uncomfortable. There's an entire article on Polygon where they literally like compile every single time the manga specifically gets fashy.
Hold on, I'll link it.
yeah, they would explain it better than we could. It's worth a read.
Yeah. We have a game to play.
Indeed. I have made a decision. I will no longer mention anime on stream.